Hi, this is Lee with learningwithlee.com. We're going to do something a little different today. We are going to do a project. I've been demonstrating these different CSS style things in very unuseful ways, just using some old page that we worked on and just kind of doing things that really didn't make sense, that need to be done. Let's go back and do a project, something that's useful, and let's do it full out with what we know so far. And it'll be a good review too. So, first thing we do is prepare. We get organized, right? So, we start by getting our folders ready. We're going to make a new folder for our new project. We're going to, we need an index file. We can have a resources folder with images and CSS and things like that in it. So we're going to get that all set up. Okay, we need to get organized, right? It's an important key to everything we do. So let's start with that. But we're going to, instead of just opening, you can go like this, click on your files, and I could go to Documents, Projects, and I could just make a new folder, right? That's something you could do. Remember, folder and directory are synonymous, the same thing. But let's do it the cool way. You will feel so cool if you do it like this. All right. Open your Git bash, whatever your thing's called. We're going to use command line. Let me make it bigger font here for you. I should do that on my videos for you guys. So CD, do you remember that means change directory? Okay, directory is your folder. So we're going to navigate to where it is. So mine are in documents. Maybe you saved it the same way. So change directory documents. Remember, we can always type ls for list. What's in there? Right, and there's projects. We're going to change directory projects. All right, and now I'm going to macdir. I'm going to make a directory. My new directory is going to be called how to. Oh, I didn't tell you that. My idea for the project is to teach something. So something that you know how to do, you're going to tell others how to do it. So we're going to use images. Just think of something you can use a picture for, or a video. Okay, so make directory how to, one word. If you feel the need to, use a hyphen. I capitalize the first letter of each new word I'm adding on, but make it one word. Okay, so make directory. So I'm not in that directory, I'm still in projects. So I'm going to navigate, change directory, how to, it exists, so I can get in there. Now I'm going to touch index.html. That is going to create that file. I just go like that, ta-da, and it exists. Okay, I can type list, what's in there? Look, index.html is in that directory, in that folder. And we'll go look in the picture folder, and these things are going to be there. Okay, so where are we now? We're in how to. I'm going to macdir directory. I'm going to make a directory called resources to be organized. I'm going to navigate into that by using change directory. Now I'm in the resources directory. I'm going to macdir images. If you're only going to have one picture, you don't need to like super organize them separately, but I don't know yet if I'm going to have multiple images or not. So we're just going to get organized. Make a directory images, and I'm going to make a directory called CSS. Right now we've really used one CSS file, but you can have multiple CSS files. And in general, you'll have at least two. We'll talk about that coming up. So I'm going to make a directory called CSS, and then I'm going to change directory. I'm going to get into that, and then I'm going to touch style.css, and it will create our style file. Now let's go look here, and look. Didn't even have to refresh anything. Look, in my projects folder, there's my how-to folder. There's index, there's resources, and in CS, there's my style file. That's all set up. Isn't that cool? All right, we can go to add them, open it up. We can add project folder. And that's mine's in documents, projects. So I'm going to add how to. All right, open up index.html, type HTML, hit tab. It sets up the top of the page for me. Save that. Well, I'll just write how to for now for the title, but we can make that more specific later. Let's see if I can remember how to link to the CSS. We get a hyper reference. Let's see, mine is saved in resources /CSS style.css. And then we usually do this other stuff here. Style sheet, type equals text. Let me close it. I think. Let's see if I'm right. And let's see. I guess we linked it here. We can check. Okay. Anyway. And what else do we do? Let's set up our style. I know what we should do. We should go to style. I can make that bigger too. Go to style, and we could do something like the whole page, background color red. Something like this is very useful to check to see if you correctly linked your two files together. So let's find out what happens. Let's see if we did it. How to index, and it's not red. No! I need to put these in quotation marks. I thought that, and I should have trusted myself, huh? Whoops. So I'm going to say, look in this directory for resources. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. Style sheet. And I did that again. And I should always just trust myself. Just going to close a self-closing tag there, just like image. Okay, let's see. Did we do it? No. Which one? How to save. Is that coming up on the page? How to. Why are we linking to style? Text CSS. Okay, let me tell you. There it is. Okay, so this, I never ever type this out. Okay, I did it one time, like you're doing right now, and then from that day forward, I just copy and paste it, and then just change the, the path, the file path as needed. So this isn't something I use, and it's not something you're going to use. I mean, why wouldn't you I just go to something I've done and just copy the whole top of the page into something to get started. So sorry about that. And that's what you do. You keep fiddling around. What you need to learn is to trust yourself. You did it right. You just made some little mistake. When things don't work, don't just delete everything you have and say, I don't know what I'm doing. There's some little mistake, okay? You need a quotation mark. You need a period somewhere. You work it out. All coding is problem solving. So just keep working until your problem is solved. Okay, last step. We go to GitHub and we make a new repository. The repository name is going to be how to. I'm going to create it. Okay, I'm going to open my Git. Let's see. Make this bigger again. I got to get back into my documents, projects, how to. And I'm going to type git init. I'm going to initialize a Git repository. And then I'm going to type in this code down here, this first line. Git remote add origin. Okay, origin seems like it should be what's on your computer, but it's really this GitHub repository. github.com/apl1/how-to.git. Now you really want to make sure you type that correctly. Take the time. Make sure you didn't have a little typo in there. You're not skipping anything because it's a big pain if you typed it wrong to try and fix it. Okay, so there you go. You are all set up. Here's my Git here. Yours might not show up because Windows by default hides things like this. It's called a hidden folder. Google, how to show your hidden folders in File Explorer or Windows 10 or whatever, and follow directions to get it to show up. And it's useful to know that your Git folder's there. I think you should do that. Okay, so we're all set up for our project, and we'll be ready to go next lesson to do the structure of our project. See you then.